overflowing this creativity into the world around me. And then you start to attract someone who's vibrating on that plane, someone else who is overflowing with energy. And then you come together because you both have this abundance of energy. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can magnetize your ideal life. Lighten up some Palo Santo, clearing the space. So, semen retention and sacred sexuality. Our sexual power is sacred. You know, this has been known for thousands of years. Many ancient traditions practice tantric practices, sacred sexuality. There's many different versions of it around the world, but we've been disconnected from our sexual power in this modern world. It's actually been turned into a weapon to control us, and I'll get more into that in this video. So humans are the only species of animal, pretty much. There may be some exceptions, but in general, humans are the only species which desire sex 24/7. All other animals have their certain mating seasons, you know, these periods of time in which they mate, and outside of that, they really don't have any sexual activity. But humans pretty much desire sex 24/7. Even, you know, pregnant females desire sex still. And so from a view of pure survivalism, you know, it wouldn't make sense that if the sex drive was only for procreation, that we would be craving sex 24/7. It just wouldn't be efficient. So in my opinion, in my experience, sex is coming from a much higher place than just, you know, this base level survivalist need to procreate. You know, I think that sex is actually a spiritual drive. It's this drive to create, this drive to connect, this drive to recreate ourselves, to rebirth ourselves, and this drive to fulfill, you know, sexual energy. It's desire, right? It's polarity, and it's this desire to go out and seek completions, to seek completion in higher patterns of harmony. So it's really the spiritual drive which is driving us to create, but we've forgotten this fact. For a man, the semen is the most sacred essence of the body. You know, the body takes the food, it takes the things you put in, the air you breathe, and it refines it, to create the semen. You know, they say that a drop of semen equals 10 drops of blood, or some say it's much more than that even. So semen is this very refined essence of the body. It's not easy to create. It takes a lot of resources for the body. And so as a man, when you're constantly ejaculating your energy out, your life force is going outward and downward, right? And that is the path of death. It's the path of descending downward. It's this downward spiral. It does not lead to completion. It only leads to emptiness. It leads to incompletion. And that's why so many men, you know, are addicted to porn. You're addicted to constantly ejaculating. It becomes this vicious cycle of draining your energy, but you feel empty, you desire more, so you go for another orgasm, you drain your energy, and so on. Whereas the path of the man who's practicing semen retention, of sacred sexuality, harnessing this energy, building it up, no longer draining it, you know, no longer just throwing it away for no reason. You start to harness this energy, build it up in the body. And again, this semen energy, it's this like nuclear power, this incredibly expansive power, and it fills you with desire. But you need to transmute that desire from this base, again, this base animalistic sexual expression of sexual connection. You bring it up into the higher centers of the body. You bring it up into the heart. Now you're experiencing sexual desire on a higher frequency, a higher octave. That's love, connection. You bring it up to the crown centers, you know, the head centers, and you experience it as connection with the universe. It's the highest frequency of sexual experience, right? Is reconnecting with the cosmos, reconnecting with all the forces of creation. And so sacred sexuality in regards to partners connecting is quite a different experience than what a lot of us have been conditioned to experience in our relationships. A lot of modern relationships are built upon this sense of needing someone else, this sort of neediness. You know, it's like two people who are empty inside connect, and they try to take something from each other, right? They basically end up draining each other of their energy. It's this vampiric sort of situation that's unconscious, so it's not like it's anyone's fault, but it's just how we've been conditioned to interact in our relationships. And this leads to divorce, it leads to breakups, it leads to conflicts in the relationship, and the relationship can't continue. Now, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with a divorce or with breaking up with a partner. You know, we have things to learn from various people. You know, you may not be with the same person forever, it's fine. But if you want to be in a harmonious relationship and not, you know, go through painful breakup after painful breakup, then you need to understand this dynamic of exchange between yourself and your partner. So the sacred sexual connection is one that's based upon both partners, first of all, filling their own cup, so that you're not coming into a relationship out of a sense of, oh, I need something from this person because I lack that within myself. Instead of that, it's like, oh, I'm doing my spiritual practice, I'm doing my daily practice, whatever that is, my energy cultivation, my sexual kung fu. I'm building up my sexual energy. I'm cultivating that energy. Now I'm full of energy. I'm overflowing, overflowing this love, overflowing this passion, overflowing this creativity into the world around me. And then you start to attract someone who's vibrating on that plane, someone else who is overflowing with energy. And then you come together because you both have this abundance of energy and you're on a different polarity. So you're, magnetized to each other. And now you form a very, very, very powerful force. You're the tantric power couple, we could say. If you've ever been around people like this, it's absolutely incredible. I have some friends who practice sacred sexuality, and they're power couples. Just being around them is incredible. They just have this glow to them. They just radiate powerful energy to the world around them. It's quite different than being around a couple who's always fighting, who's always nagging on each other. You know what I mean? It's a completely different situation. So in my experience, one of the highest paths of sacred sexuality, as a man, is getting to understand how your body works, getting to understand that you don't have to eject this life force out constantly, and you don't have to give up sex to do this. Quite the opposite. You can be quite sexually active and never spill a drop of semen, because you need to understand that orgasm and ejaculation are not the same thing. And you can draw the sexual energy away from the lower centers of the body, bring it up as you're having sex, as you're cultivating sexual energy, you bring it up in your body. And now you start to have these internal orgasms, and you can circulate that energy with your partner, move it between your bodies, exchange this orgasmic energy without ever ejaculating. And then you just build up this incredible charge, just builds and builds. Your vibration just raises like crazy. You bring this energy, circulate it between your bodies. So this sexual energy is finding completion. Instead of you just ejaculating it out, this sexual desire is being completed as you're circulating it with your partner, exchanging the energy. You're raising it up to the higher centers of your body, connecting with the universal energy. This is what really makes, the sexual kung fu master a superhuman. Because again, sperm energy, the semen energy, is desire, and it's really the seed of our highest destiny, the highest potential that we have as human beings. It's there. It's in the seed. It's in the semen. When you're constantly ejaculating it out, you're losing it. So when you hold on to that, refine that energy, meditate, move it through your body, move this energy throughout your body, refines it, transforms it. And this is how you tap into your highest levels, as a spiritual physical being. And again, in this modern age, we've been manipulated. Our sexual energy has been manipulated, by religion, by porn industry, by all these various influences that have literally cut us off by the balls as men. A man who's constantly watching porn, ejaculating every day, is not an empowered man. He's a weak man. He's controlled. And he's throwing away his energy into oblivion, basically. So it's like, if you want to take, if you want to control a group of people, for instance, the human race, we're actually a very, very advanced species with incredible capabilities that we've forgotten because, they've been neglected and they've atrophied. If you want to control a race of super advanced species, then you need to basically cut them off by the balls, right? And that's exactly what's happened to us as a people. But by practicing semen retention, by being aware of the sexual power that you have, nothing can stop you. Our sexual energy gives us this super creative, powerful ability to manifest whatever we want in our lives, to go out and accomplish whatever we want, and that's what makes it so powerful. So when you're tapping into that energy, using it consciously, then everything raises to the next level, basically. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in learning how to really tap into your sexual energy and harness it to become the best version of yourself. Check out my 6-week course, Multi-orgasmic Man. I'll put a link in the description of this video below. Please like this video and comment below. What has been your experience with practicing sacred sexuality, and what benefits have you seen in your life? Have a great day, my friends.